What's happening, everybody? Welcome back. This is Forgo, and I just logged into the game, so let's dive into it and let's see what all this thing has to offer. So the first thing is in the check-in login, we have this new event going on here, which is pretty cool. We did get the BS memory, which is great. We can actually use this memory for any of the BS syndrome characters, which is awesome. Any of the 4 characters that we have available right now. And then we also have this rush event. Now, I feel some kind of way about this rush event. And the reason being is in the exchange shop, you can get 2 BS stones, only 2. This isn't a daily thing. This is only a one-time thing. So you can get 2 stones. Well, what's the problem with that? Well, 1 stone will give you increased attack and increased boss syndrome fighters. You'll get 20% extra attack. That's for every stone. But 1 stone will give you increased to blast skill. Another stone will give you increased to strike skills. And when it comes to BS Orochi and BS Rugal, they both have blast and strike skills. And if you take a look at my BS Rugal and BS Orochi, so we'll just go to BS Orochi here. If you take a look at them, you got 1 stone here that increases blast skill. You got the second stone that increases strike skills. That's 2 stones. That's only enough for 1 character. This last stone isn't a big deal because you can actually use a double attack stone and replace it for this stone, although you wouldn't have the decreased damage received, which again is actually a bummer too. They really should have 6 stones in the rush event. I think that's kind of crap that they're only going to give you 2 stones. I just think that's a really bullshit, to be perfectly honest. They should give 6 stones. I don't think that a lot of the people that have BS Orochi and BS Rugal, yours included, would really care. I don't think we would mind at all. In fact, I think we would want other players to have those stones. So I think this is kind of crappy that Netmarble did that. The other things are fine. The 5 gold hammers daily is really good, and the experience ball is really good. The attack capsules are really good. I mean, you can get quite a few attack capsules, which is nice. I mean, you get 10 of these a day. That is a daily thing that you can do, and that's actually really good. But the BS stones, I don't like the way they did that. I think that kind of freaking sucks. They should have all 6 stones available. Really, what they should have done is made the stones like what they did for BS Geese and BS Rugal, where if you go into the event here, once you awaken Chrysalid or once you awaken Geese, you're going to automatically get a stone for these characters. I didn't want to go back here. You're going to automatically get a stone for one of these characters, which is awesome. And this stone here, well, these are different. Decrease enemy defenses by 8%. This is probably going to go up to 20%. That's actually going to increase your damage. And then this stone's probably going to be the exact same thing, I would imagine. Yeah. So, okay. So instead of increase to blast skill and strike skills, it decreases the enemy's defenses, which in turn will enable you to do more damage. So these stones are different. But I really wish they would have done the same thing for BS Orochi and BS Rugal. Now, let me know in the comments if any of you do get BS Orochi and BS Rugal, and if them stones are showing up here, if you're able to get them from here, because I already have my characters maxed out, so it's not going to show them here. But I don't think you can actually get them. I think the only way you can get them stones is actually from the rush event, and that is a bunch of crap, my friends. Now, let's talk about something pretty freaking cool. Now, I haven't looked at these characters at all. We already know how BS Orochi and BS Rugal are, but let's look at these cards. So the City of Darkness cards offer extra increased attack for each card. That's 21% extra attack. So you're going to have 34% increased attack, the same as the Orochi set that we have for BS Orochi and BS Rugal. And then you got a 30% chance to increase the target's damage received by 10% for 8 seconds upon landing an active skill. And that's actually pretty good. Then PvP exclusive, when the boss fighter is attacked, disables the attacker's strikes active skills for 3 seconds. That's actually pretty damn good. So if they have strike skills that are hyper armors or whatever kind of strike skill, whenever they get attacked, they'll actually disable those strike skills on a 30-second cooldown. And this increases the target's damage received by 10% for 8 seconds upon laying an active skill on a 20-second skill cooldown. It's actually really good. And this might actually be really good for Guild Raid. You're not going to get the PG game, but a lot of these characters, like I know Rugal already has 30% PG rate. Maybe this card set would do pretty good on him because you get that 34% extra attack, and then you'd also get the increase the target's damage received by 10%. Not a bad set, not bad. I think it might actually be better than the Orochi set. And then we have the Twisted Truth option card, which increases attack, decreases skill cooldown. That's great. And then gives you the 50% chance to increase attack by 13% for 5 seconds upon landing a blast skill. So this is pretty much like the BS Rugal option card, where with his card, it actually increases damage to strike skills. So if we click on that right here, you can see it actually increases damage upon strike skills. So that's actually really good. You could probably put one of these cards and then one of the other cards and get increased to strike and blast skills and do an insane amount of damage, my friends. Wow. That's actually pretty freaking awesome. Now let's talk about... We'll go back to the cards real quick. And you can see these are 3 PG cards, which is awesome. And Geese is here. Increases critical rate by 10% for 10 seconds when Rashomon EX finishes hitting. So he's going to get a crit rate buff after the execution of this skill, which means he's going to do even more damage. And then Lightning Disaster for Chrysalid, it actually increases penetration by 700 for 10 seconds when using the Lightning Disaster. So when using this 3PG, you're going to get the extra penetration, which is going to lower the defenses of your opponent while you're doing the super. Pretty freaking awesome, actually. Now let's take a look at these characters. This is what we really want to know. And it's a real kind of a shame that's 0.6% chance. Let's take a look at Chrysalid first. So Chrysalid is a yellow balanced fighter, and his leadership is increase boss fighter attack by 60% and decrease HP by 5%. Whoa. Amazing leadership for Guild Raid, my friends. Amazing leadership for Guild Raid. You don't need PG Raid for Guild Raid. Chrysalid just might be the new leadership for Guild Raid. Think about it. If you're using BS Rugal or maybe even BS Geese, right? This could be insane. This could be insane. And let's take a look at his core effects. So he's got 30% PG rate. That's amazing. He's got freeze duration decrease. He has a crit rate bump. Deals additional damage equal 80% of attack to all enemies when attacking targets affected by darkness or starlight. So he does more damage to characters that have starlight and darkness. And then his PvP exclusive, when attacked, disables the attacker's active skills. That means it doesn't matter if strikes, blast, or grab. It'll disable their skills for 3 seconds. Very powerful for PvP. And then reset Desperate Moments cooldown upon landing End of Eden combo. And increases the target's damage received by 20% for 7 seconds. Lots of extra damage. And then the Boss Syndrome Volume 2, decrease all enemy power by 1% every 3 seconds in guard stance. Okay. And gain super armor for 2 seconds when accumulated attack received guard included reaches 5 times. So he's going to get some super armor when he's attacked so much. And then he gains hyper armor on his first skill. It is a grab skill. And it does increase penetration by 1,000. Oh my god, that's a lot of penetration. Woof. He's really going to be weakening them. And it's an interrupt skill on top of that. His second skill, decreased damage received by 80%. That's massive, especially for a character that already has hyper armor. And he's a balanced character. Whoa. And then he deals radiant damage, which is starlight for 7 seconds upon hit. Receives starlight damage equal to 35% attack every 1 second. Which means, again, guys, he's got that guild raid leadership, right? And it could also maybe be used for the Immortal Dungeons. Although he doesn't have a PG rate leadership, still the extra attack is really good. SS Mai has already proven that in certain Immortal Dungeons. And having a Starlight that, on a character that doesn't have dot explosion, his Starlight's always going to be applied. That is crazy. And then increases damage received by 15%. Whoa. And low cooldowns, by the way, also. And then he has a blast skill on his third skill. Increased attack by 30%, so he's got a nice attack buff here. Applies blackout. Oh my god. So you're going to be able to use this guy. This is applying darkness. Deals darkness damage equal to 30% of attack every 1 second. Decreased power by 2%. And disable the target's roll for 3 seconds upon a successful attack or guard. So this character can be used in expert mode and lunatic mode. Oh my god. And then on top of that, he's an amazing leadership for boss fighters if you're using them in the guild raid. Now, and I keep mentioning guild raid because that is the most rewarding game mode in this game. And then his finisher, just increase damage, or striker, increase darkness damage received by the target by 20 seconds, by 20% for 7 seconds upon landing an active skill. And you can see his default finisher is actually a grab. So let's take a look at his skills. Woof. That's pretty fast. And that's going to be a ranged attack, guys. He's going to go all the way across the screen probably with that. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, that's a cool freaking skill. That's cool. Oh, I like it. Oh, I like it. I like it. I like it. Wow. Nice. And then third skill. Okay, typical Chrysalid. And there's that darkness. This is so crazy. This guy's got Starlight and Darkness. And there's that finisher. Cool looking finisher. But it is a grab, so that's something to be wary of. Oh, yeah. And this skill we already have in the game. Cool, cool, cool. And here's that 3PG. And that is not a grab. Hell yeah. Let's look at that again. Nice. It's a little short. I wish it was a little bit longer. But still, really freaking cool skill. And that was his 3PG. Now, let's take a look at Geese. So, Geese is a green attack. And he has increased attack type fighter attack by 40% and the PG rate by 20%. Which is awesome because no matter what attack type fighter you have on his team, he's going to give him that 20% PG rate. That is massive, my friends. And then the core effect, 30% PG rate. Wow, wow, wow. So him and Chrysalid are both going to have 50% PG rate if Geese is in the leadership or BS Orochi's in the leadership. He's got a crit rate bump, 30% stun duration decrease. He has a 40% chance to apply fear to the target for 3 seconds upon landing an active skill. Apply fear, huh? And then cooldown time of 10 seconds. Increase active skill damage by 50% when attacking enemies affected by shock or darkness. So, again, looks like Geese is going to have shock and darkness, which is awesome. 50% chance to reset blast active skill cooldowns upon landing Yiken. Sorry if I mispronounced that name. That is crazy on a 20-second cooldown. And then he's got the same Boss Syndrome exclusive yellow text there. So Geese's first skill, and this is a blast skill, and his third skill is a blast skill. So his second skill can really reset the first and the third skill. So his first skill gives him a decreased damage received by 75%. Massive, my friends. Drops lightning on the target. Increased active skill cooldowns by 2 seconds. That means he's like Lady Ching and Ignis. That is very powerful. What this means, guys, is if he lands this, your cooldowns are going to start rising. And that means that the characters that he's facing won't be able to use their active skill cooldowns as often as they would like to. It's actually very, very powerful. And then it deals shock damage equal to 30% of attack. Geese is going to be very annoying because of this skill. I can tell you that right now. And then the second skill, he gains hyper armor. And then he has a 70% chance to ignore the target's guard upon a successful attack. And can be used while being attacked. So it's an interrupt skill. He has a 70% chance to ignore the guard. And then his third skill, increased attack by 30% for 7 seconds, applies darkness for 7 seconds to the target upon landing an active skill. And deals darkness damage equal to 30% of attack. Every 1 second decreases power by 2%. So, wow. Wow, 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 wow. So, I mean, if you have Chrysalid and Geese, you got 2 characters deal darkness for expert mode, right? And then if you had BS Rugal, oh my god. Oh my god, that would just be nuts for Guild Raid. And then the finisher, it just increases darkness damage received by 20%. So it's good, but it doesn't have a dot effect. And then the third skill, fears all enemies for 2 seconds. So let's take a look at his skills. And we actually already got to see these skills before. Yeah, that's that damn skill that's actually going to increase your cooldowns. And that is a long range attack. And it's going to hit you. It's going to be an OTG. It's going to hit you from the bottom and the top. Cool skill. By the way, just to mention, look at Geese and look at the aura below him. Freaking cool. This is going to be a pretty good range skill too. It doesn't look like it, but I'm betting he's going to dash across the screen. And it has the hyper armor. Fast as well. Oh my god. That's beautiful. We got to do that again. Oh my god. So freaking awesome. Okay. Nice. Nah, I gotta do that again, guys. I gotta do it again. Oh my lord. Oh, I love that skill. I just love the way he says Raging Storm. Yeah. Nice, nice. And none of those are grab skills. So he's not going to get interrupted. He's still going to be very useful for the guild raids. Or for Immortal Dungeon. And now let's check out his 3PG. Oh my god. Look at how long this is. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. Oh my god. Oh, freaking love it. I'm geeking out, guys. I'm sorry. I am freaking love it. Oh my god. Both these characters look absolutely amazing. My advice to all of you is I would wait as far as pulling them, unless you just know you want to pull for them, and get some feedback from the YouTubers as far as how good these characters are. I mean, judging from just looking at them, they look pretty damn strong. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. But this video has been long enough. I do plan on pulling for BS Geese and BS Crislid on Twitch at 9 p.m. GMT plus 7 time. The link will be in the description below. So let me know what characters you've gotten, what cards you've gotten. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one.